Of course. Alright, but enough speculation, let's jump into this game. Perhaps go over some of the sponsors first?
Yeah, guys, this has been put on by the Kaspersky Group Company. I actually don't know what their official title is, but this is the Kaspersky Arena King of the Hill Edition. $1,000 prize pool. No, not even dollars. €1,000 prize pool for these players. The HeRoMaRinE has been tearing it up today. Speaking of HeRoMaRinE, though, in the lower right corner of the map, it's the red Terran player playing for Mouz. It is HeRoMaRinE.
And his opponent in the second game, it's going to be Tarrantius from Alien Invasion in the top left as the blue Protoss.
And this is a best of 5, folks, for every single game here played today. We're currently on round 3, as we've seen him.
Indeed.
We've seen him take out Sake, Slivko prior to this. Now we've got Tarrantius, and what we'll be following up with TLO. Each of these rounds, of course, does increase in prize value. So first round was worth €100, second round worth €200, third round, this current round is worth €300. And HeRoMaRiNE's looking to either double his money or give Tarrantius the same amount of money he's currently already won. Fourth round, of course, worth the most, €400. And I can't wait to see TLO play his series, man.
Yeah, definitely. He's up next after this series. So for all you TLO fanboys out there, hold on, he's on his way.
I know, it's like just...
we just need to figure out who his opponent is going to be, because it's still 1-0 for HeRoMaRiNE at the moment, so still a lot of games to be played, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, even if this ends in another 3-0, like it did previous with Slivko, that's still 3 more games plus the potential 5 versus TLO.
Yeah.
And if HeRoMaRiNE can keep up any sort of composure similar to what he's been performing at today, I think we'll see all 5 matches against TLO. The first series today went to ace match. Second series, okay, over a little bit quicker, but still, lots of games. And he does trap that probe in. We talked about that earlier today.
Yeah. It's all happening, man. Still some nice harass, though, with the probe.
So annoying. The downside to being Terran.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit like, depending on if the SCV slides through to the other side or not.
Well, the thing too is you'll see people cancel the SCV build so they can try and force it to build again and hope it goes through. But like sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, like now it does just in time. But it is quite annoying. Oh, did he see that reactor go down actually? Let's have a quick look at his vision. Yeah, he did see something go down.
Well, that is clearly a reactor. They do have distinctive looks between the reactor and the tech lab,
yes.
So if he knows what's good for him, he'll know it's the reactor. But a reactor coming out first here out of HeRoMaRiNE, nothing too out of the ordinary aside from the fact that he's... Yeah, there we go. There's that CC now coming up. Typically HeRoMaRiNE going for that earlier CC, but the reactor slapped on first. I think this will cut into production enough that we won't see 3 CCs out of HeRoMaRiNE like we have almost every game here today.
But I'm just wondering if, to this opener, as I said earlier as well, what Sokia did against it, like Chrono Boost the Stalker out and pressure with the Zealot Stalker Mothership Core, I think it's really good against the opener HeRoMaRiNE is doing. Just purely based on that.
If he puts the bunker up though, I mean all of that gets shut down. Especially on a map like Ohana.
In every game he's delaying the bunker as well, huh? By quite a bit. Definitely against Slivko, not really, but...
But with the SCV scouting in here, he's gonna know, like, okay, there's a stalker out in the field.
Yeah,
Stargate! Oh, thank you, Tarrantius. I've been waiting all day for somebody to go air versus HeRoMaRiNE.
Oh.
Now, while this isn't proxy, and this is after an expansion, he can still get some oracles out for harass. And the thing that's great about oracles, and a lot of people like really misunderstand this, like you have to be a Terran player transitioning to Protoss, I feel, to get the best use out of oracles, because the oracles come in, and let's say you even get 8 SCV kills, but your oracle dies. I consider that a useless oracle. Compared to an oracle that comes in and gets 2 SCVs but lives, because that threat then exists of that oracle always coming back, and HeRoMaRiNE can't just ignore it. He can't just leave. He can't just put up a turret and run away.
He has to leave something there. He has to at least build a turret or something.
But we talk so much about oracles, and it ends up being Phoenix.
It's a Phoenix. Oh, interesting.
Phoenixes actually are not bad, because what they can do is lift the Widow Mines right out of the ground, which is kind of funny. And it makes them actually a lot easier to deal with as far as, versus detection, but we'll have to see.
Here coming from Tarrantius, a little misstep there, but Stalker will live. Does he have enough at home actually to hold his pressure?
Now what I've seen players do in the past is go 3 Phoenix Void Ray, which also works pretty nicely against Terran, but we'll have to see if he goes for the Classic 5.
Actually.
Oh, he's got. If he can snipe off that Widow Mine, he doesn't really care about the Marines. He can micro them all day if done correctly. But Widow Mine is going to advance forward here.
He's gonna lose a couple of SCVs, but that's why I feel opening the Oracle is just better because you have the detection available if this type of pressure happens.
Yeah, well, the Oracle is coming out now. For those who don't know, the cost of the detection on the Oracle, it lasts. You can pop the detection right away upon spawning, but it also lasts for about as long as the duration is. So it will permanently detect if you want it to.
Yeah, the detection lasts 60 seconds, so.
And it only costs like 50 energy. So yeah.
Yeah.
You will regen more than enough energy in the process of, but denying the mining right now is actually quite huge as we see Tarrantius a little bit frustrated, a little bit flustered. There we go. Can outrange this, will take out the Widow Mine, and can now clean up the Marines following this as the shields have regen to full on these Stalkers, but Tarrantius has got a micro a little bit, never mind, doesn't even break the shields. But here comes the drop now. He spent so much time and energy dealing with that, but the Phoenix, where's that Phoenix? Where did it go?
Still, the two Phoenix are still over there, and oh, is this gonna be like this lucky intercept?
No, if he had found it outside the base, it would have been a lucky intercept. This is an unlucky intercept, as the Phoenixes were a little bit late. Overcharge, though, on the Nexus will clean this up.
Nice leap from the mine as well, not letting it burrow.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why players go for the Phoenix in this matchup. It's not the best choice, but you can, even once they're burrowed. Well, what's stupid is, like, once they're burrowed, if you rip them out of the ground, they're unburrowed when they land, so they have to take that time to reburrow even.
And then you lift them again.
Yeah, so Phoenixes are not bad at dealing with Widow Mines. They're kind of like tweezers, I guess.
Yeah, Tarrantius now with a little bit of a supply block, quite a long one actually. And I'm just wondering, is he gonna go down the Robo Bay right now?
With the Widow Mines and the turrets and the mineral lines, it's actually gonna be... No, Tarrantius, don't go there! Oh. Don't go to the Widow or to the mineral line.
Oh, but it actually lures the Marines in base, and if only he had a sentry with this, right?
Right, yeah, you can just force field off the ramp and just walk over everything. Oracle trying to do what it can, but sniped off immediately.
Yeah, sacrificing the Oracle though, in return for a couple of Marines. Not the best of trades, but yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the biggest thing about losing the Oracle isn't the fact that the damage associated with it, but the detection he no longer has. Oh, sorry, Mouse being really cool there. But Command Center coming out here in the natural, bunker deeper in the base, Widow Mine position forward. Our Terran player is actually really nicely poised to deal with any aggression, but again, turret here in the main will stave off these Phoenixes for the time being. And this is why you don't see people make more than 3. You only need 3 to harass the workers, and ooh, talk about painful.
Oh
no!
Phoenix attack!
It's not in range! There we go!
If you can get him, yes. Right before the Graviton being finished. Nice.
Yeah, that was getting a little bit close, but let's see. Okay, so the tech path out of Tarrantius. Gonna go for that Robo again. Really nice choice here. The fact that he's got the Stargate on the field this time, though, I feel is a lot better than having the option of Templar. And I only say this for the time being because if you're gonna swap to something, like let's say HeRoMaRINE sticks to his guts. You know, he's gonna go with the bio composition he's had every single game. Void Rays don't exactly shred Marines to bits, but having the option of having Oracles out, Oracles annihilate Marines. You never want to mass them, and they're never going to be the core of your army, but having 1 or 2 mixed in with your army, as long as they don't get focused down immediately... Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Well, it hurts the Terran player.
Oh, yeah, but come on.
I mean, well, no, you have to consider the fact that one sweep of the Colossus will make the Marines low enough that the Oracles one-shot them. And I've seen, it's ridiculous how fast that you can lose all your Marines to 2 Oracles and, like, 2 Colossus.
Yeah, that's true.
But okay, we have HeRoMaRINE going to push up here, and right now, 1 Colossus, 3 Sentries, there's definitely enough to hold here, especially with an overcharge, but where's that Mothership Core?
Yeah, an overcharge and a Time Warp on the ramp would be really cool, but yeah, he doesn't have vision on the most... Oh, he has a Stalker position on the most common drop location, so it's all good, never mind. He's not gonna commit though.
And again, these Phoenixes, I mean, the thing is, while they're not killing a lot, they're providing a lot of essential scouting information that couldn't normally be had by observers because of how slow they are. But okay, Twilight Council, we're going to see the Templar follow up to this, I guess, for the time being. I would almost love to see a couple Dark Templar used offensively. Nothing to, like, all-in or cheese, but with only 1 turret at each of these bases, he could very easily snipe that off.
Yeah, I think DTs in general are always viable if you... Like, now with the Phoenix... It's a bit of a problem because the open Stargate, the Templar tech pad together with Colossus is gonna be harder to get because you already wasted invested a fair amount of gas into your air units.
And of course, let's not forget the good thing too about having a Stargate. If we see a lot of Vikings on the field, like this isn't old. Like one of the first Wings of Liberty compositions, if you guys remember, was the Void Ray Colossus, which is actually making a bit of a comeback here in Heart of the Swarm because Void Rays, once prismatically overcharged, just like melt Vikings. They don't care about Vikings, man. And the Vikings can't afford to focus the Void Rays because if they do, the Colossus walk all over the army, and vice versa. If you focus the Colossus, you're going to lose your Vikings to the Void Rays. So it's a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah. I miss researching Void Ray Speed and Kydarian Amulet.
I
Best 2 upgrades in the game.
The amulet was the stupidest upgrade in the game, man. Like, there's
don't hate on the amulet. It makes me a happy Protoss.
Instant storms, man, were so broken.
It's
you
like,
can't even.
Okay, High Templar.
But no, the Void Rays are still really, really effective, and we don't see Tarrantius adding any on. But having the Stargate actually on the field will at least provide the ability to, at least, something that has been lacking in every game from the players so far today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. There's
HeRoMaRinE is actually really nice, even upgrade wise.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the Mobius reactor, he's got Ghosts on the way as well. I mean, we look at the actual straight upgrades on the tab here, and he is just... I don't know how you beat a Protoss in upgrades, but apparently he is. That Chrono Boost too good, man.
Currently, but Chrono Boost will catch up. He will have 2-2 before HeRoMaRinE has 2-2, but still...
Oh, moving out, though. I don't know that I like this. Tarrantius being very bold with this push.
Yeah, because he has charge, but no blink on the way. Does he have storms? No, not even close. Storm just started. Then I don't think he should commit to this attack.
Yeah, I like these shows to come back home, because I'm looking at the army compositions of both, and even if you don't know what your Terran player has, you have to know that your army isn't sufficient, period. Not just like in comparison, but in and of itself. Especially without those extra upgrades. We got 2-2 completed, 3-3 on the way now. Chrono Boost, as Dirk stated, going to play a huge effect in catching up. But both players going to sort of collide in this red versus blue smash up in just a moment.
I feel this is a really nice timing for HeRoMaRinE. He has like 3 EMPs, enough Vikings to deal with the Colossus.
But look at these snaky pylons. And he's already got the Zealots behind this. If Tarrantius multitasks here, he can cause a lot of damage back at home. But unfortunately right now he is trying to run away from these Vikings. Going to get some nice hits off with those Archons. But those EMPs getting all the sentries. Very little energy left. Guardian Shield has gone down. Charge on these Zealots actually providing a lot of damage.
Using the map as well to kite these Zealots. Really well done by HeRoMaRinE here.
Yeah, the Guardian Shield's expiring. It's going to be huge as he no longer has that extra buffer.
Oh, but it's 1 High Templar.
Meanwhile, in the main, we don't have a drop in the main, but instead Vikings. And look at this, they're actually going to melt the factory down, the facility rather, for the Robo.
Oh, but a nice storm on the Vikings though.
But the Robo still goes down. 5 more Templar on the way. Middle of the map being pushed like crazy here as these Zealots are no longer on charge cooldown. And we have the 5 High Templar meeting. Just turning to Archons.
Yeah. It's all going to come down to...
But again, if
Tarrantius will commit, I don't think he can really commit to this. There's no Colossus nor High Templar with this.
I really dislike the way Tarrantius is not multitasking. He's had these 3 Zealots chilling on the side for a while. He could have warped in another 5. And I feel while he was playing Ring Around the Rosie at home, he could have sent those 5-7 Zealots across the map and done a ton of damage.
Yeah, he could have sent them in the 3rd, in the natural, done whatever with them.
Oh, but actually going to catch the army out of position is going to be Tarrantius moving forward. No, he does decide to back off for the time being. So many here. But there's no Archons, or sorry, no Colossus. And the Archon's doing a ton of damage, but yeah, those EMPs just going to send the army back for the time being. These Immortals are naked without their shields.
Yeah, and HeRoMaRinE is just going to give chase to this army and push forward.
But plus 3 weapons.
It's a good spread in.
I wish you'd wait for plus 3 weapons. It's literally seconds away, but going to take it engaged nonetheless. Zealots charging forward.
Oh, and is the upgrade difference he has right now going to be enough? It's only 1 upgrade though, so it shouldn't matter too much.
Oh, but beautiful nice storm. Everything here is so low at this point, but the Zealots unfortunately being picked off again, not just by the EMPs, but by the snipes.
Yeah, and more Zealots. HeRoMaRinE, well, Tarrantius, excuse me, is just gonna keep waiting, I feel.
Tarrantius is not taking great engagements, but the big point is we now have heavy medevac production, but at the cost of Vikings, whereas we now have double Robo producing 2 Colossus at a time.
I like that though. That's a very smart thing to do.
I agree 100%. But one thing here is Tarrantius got to keep poking in. He's got to keep revealing that he doesn't have Colossus. He doesn't want HeRoMaRinE to start making Vikings again.
And I don't want to be nitpicking on it, but where's Blink?
Oh, again? Has he forgotten Blink? Oh my gosh! But you know what? He's not really producing any stalkers at this
Stalkers,
point.
yeah. But he will need stalkers to protect his Colossus soon, unless he can really surprise HeRoMaRinE with this switch.
And this
Oh, we
fourth,
should be seeing more Vikings from HeRoMaRinE coming up shortly, though.
Tarrantius seeing that fourth can't be too happy, knowing that he hasn't established his own yet. And this is a lot of extra income. These two Phoenixes, again, sitting idle. I wish they'd do something, anything, at least get rid of themselves so there's more supply available for the ground army.
Yeah.
Both players with actually pretty low worker count at the time being, but appropriate for the amount of bases they're currently on, as the mains are mined out for both players, or at least getting to that point of being mined out. And alright, Tarrantius trying to find himself a good position to come in at. Got those Colossus for, but now we again have 4 Vikings in production at a time. Storm's going to come in from the side, go for that swipe. These ghosts are going to snipe them though. Feedback does go off on one of them.
There's one more High Templar on the flank, but here we go.
Can he get a storm off? Nice storm on most of the army does, but without that AoE from the Colossus, I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, but here's the flank.
The Warpins aren't going to be enough. 2 Colossus joining, but they're going to die. GG.
Oh, there we go. That's unfortunate. I really feel like there were so much more opportunities.